Hello and welcome to the Borealis Experience. I'm your host Aurora, life coach, mental health advocate, and I'm very happy to be spending some time with you today. I hope you're doing well, and if you're not doing well, I hope I can bring you lightness and love, empowerment, whatever it needs to, make you feel a little more okay. I know sometimes we feel really dark and there's no cheering up, no empowerment, no light and goodness that we want to allow anywhere close to us. We just need someone to sit with us in silence and to kind of, wait it out a little. It is a really, weird notion in our society that it is not okay to be depressed. It is not okay to be sad at times, unless it is really catastrophic news. And I think that is wrong. We need to be able to feel all our emotions, and to sit with them is very painful at times, but it is necessary to sometimes process it and getting through it instead of distracting yourself right away. Today, I want to talk about something a little different, though. I want to talk about your resistance, your little anxieties and fears that you might have when it comes to certain hobbies, activities. What I've experienced is that I grew up with a French mom and grandmother, and they're both excellent chefs and bakers. And I was always very intimidated by their work. They nearly approach it as a job and as very perfectionistic, closely to say. They learned how to speak the language of love through gifting amazing food to people and baking excellent cakes. And I started out very young when I realized, I'm not good at cooking. I don't like baking. I like it, but I don't do it too often because I'm not good at it anyways. And it is these beliefs, these conclusions that we sometimes make about ourselves way back in our life, in our youth, in our childhood. And we still cling to them today, and we're not even realizing it. We have resistance to, I don't know. It is so different that I can't even start to count them all down, but it might be very simple, small things that you have huge resistance to that another person might never be able to understand. And for you to explain it would be hard too, because it is so ingrained in your identity. But today I want to talk about how important it is to sometimes revisit these resistances and those things that we, want to avoid at all costs and push out of our lives, because sometimes that's where the key lies. And what do I mean by that? Sometimes when we face those resistances, when we are brave enough to revisit the pain, the little bit of discomfort and anxiety, we have a breakthrough experience, and that can translate or transmit into other areas in life too. We begin to heal in an area that we, a couple weeks back, thought we could never heal in ourselves, and now we gain new confidence. And it is an incredible breakthrough that you can experience when you choose to face some of your resistances. Now, going back to my little story here, I decided to bake today. And for me, baking is a thing that I was, always avoiding, always not wanting to do because I thought I was not good enough. And I realized how silly it is only because I have grown up with two French ladies that are excellent chefs. I shouldn't belittle myself so much. I should just try it out again. And maybe I'm a pretty kick-ass chef as well on my own terms. So I did some baking and I just decided to have fun with myself and enjoy myself. And it was really a great experience. I burned my cake a little bit at the end, but who cares? It still smells delicious, and I'm waiting for my boyfriend to come home to try it, and I know he will give me honest feedback. The biggest kick I had for lunch now is to cut a piece for my grandma and to carry it over to her house. And her reaction was like, well, that's nice, but I'm not going to try it now. I have to eat lunch first, and then I'll give you my feedback. And there was my anxiety again. I was like, shit. She's going to judge me. She's going to say something that is going to trigger me. And then for the next 10 years, I'm not going to bake again. But that was just my little devil insecure part talking. And I know that today I'm more resilient to her harsh feedback. And what I've noticed as well is sometimes she doesn't give me honest feedback because she's a little jealous. She's 89 years old and I'm trying new things, and she's trying her old things and is succeeding like extremely good. But now when I come and try something new, even though she likes it, she would not admit that I did an excellent job. And this is something that I have to cut through. I have to cut through wanting the approval from my grandmother. I have to cut through my insecurities and keep trying, getting better, and not putting myself in that victim position anymore. So I want to challenge you this week. I want to make you think about this a little bit. Think about what are the things that you are holding back from. Where do you belittle yourself? Where do you look down on yourself? What is it that you're trying to avoid at all cost? What hobby is it that you, once were so passionately engaged and then something happened and you dropped it and you never want anything to do with it anymore? How can you make peace with that? I think in facing it again. And sometimes it doesn't mean that you have to go back to that sport that you once did, but to make peace with it and to know that, you are very capable. You had your shitty experiences. You made the conclusions about yourself, but revisit these conclusions and know that if you were shitty at math when you were 6 years old, you might be a brilliant mathematist. I don't know how to say that in English, but I know you know what I mean. Nowadays, you are in a different environment. You have a different approach to learning. Your body is different. Your brain is different. Give yourself a chance, for God's sakes, when it comes to things that you think you're not going to be good at. Try them anyways. And the growth feeling, the just wanting to fail, wanting to receive rejection, or wanting to, consciously make a mistake, sometimes that is so important, and you can learn so much about yourself and gain new confidence. All right. That was it for today. Short and sweet. I would love to hear your feedback. I would love to hear your thoughts. And maybe you even want to share with me what it is for you that you are resisting so much. Don't be shy, because here I'm sharing my little story about baking and you might think it's super silly, but yeah, that's just my little thing that I'm trying to conquer. All right, take really good care of yourself. If you are in need of a coaching session, you know who to reach out to. If you want to request an episode topic, never hold back. And yeah, that is it for today. I'm sending my love out to you, and I'll be out there very soon again.